Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 419 of the Maritime Paintball Podcast, coming to you live on 97.9 CHSR FM. How are we doing, everybody? How you doing there, man? My name is Brad Odell.
Yeah. You want to try that again?
My day has been wild. I have no idea if I'm coming or going. My name is Brad Odell, and with me, as always, is
your glorious king of paintball. I'm hearing injuries over there, and I'm already pleased by this. Hi, Chris. Thanks for sharing stuff, you sexy beast. How are you today? So you've had a weird day.
Yeah, I witnessed firsthand. First of all, everyone's fine. Nobody's hurt. There was no fire. But I witnessed today how much water a single sprinkler head can produce. And let me tell you, it's a lot.
Fun fact, it's a lot.
It is a lot. It's an obscene amount of water can be produced by one of those things. So, that was my day. Unfortunately. So, I'm very excited to be in the studio right now, where I don't have to worry too much about that. However, I do have the phone on me in case of an emergency, because apparently that's my life now. So what can you do?
Not a whole lot, buddy. So this has been one of those days. I went to my mailbox today, and I'm always afraid to because of the neighborhood I live in. You never know what you'll find in your mailbox. But today I found something beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Santa Nova came to Daddy.
Santa Nova
TJ brought Daddy a dreadnought, and this thing is, I can't wait. I'm stroking it like sensually. Like for those on the radio, you can just hear the sound of me touching it so gently because I want it so bad, baby. So this weekend, we're going to get out to our other sponsor, the beautiful Moncton Paintball. Hopefully the weather's accommodating so we can at least get a little field testing. Maybe I can unscrew whatever you did to the Hellion. You can maybe rebuild the reg on my E-Tech, because then all this time I've been like, need new speedball gun. I'm like, I have an E-Tech. Buy yourself a Planet Eclipse. Buy a Planet Eclipse. And then I get myself a Planet Eclipse, and then I give it to you, and you blow the reg within like 5 minutes.
I did not blow the rag on the E-Tech.
And you blow my tank, and it shredded metal all through the reg.
Yeah, I was going to say, the tank shredded and sent all sorts of metal filings into my rag, which shredded a very tiny, very special O-ring.
So we're going to be doing a whole bunch of gun teching this weekend, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, my other Nova is making like sounds, making funny sounds out of it because I made a boo-boo. I made a mistake with my Nova, forgetting that they're built by rocket scientists. This isn't even like part of like they're my sponsor and I have to sell this stuff. It's the fact that they're built by rocket scientists. And as much as I love rocket scientists, the one that I know over engineers stuff to the point where I'm like, this doesn't need to do that. Novas are super specific. You must run them with their barrels. Don't try to get smart and put a freak kit on it, thinking that you're going to save yourself an extra 3 inches of space in your gear bag. You won't. What you will find is that your Hellion, or your, in my case, my Odin, shoots 20 to 30 FPS slower. So when you crank it up, it doesn't like that. So you may have to give it a little love there to make sure that everything's all copacetic under the hood. Yeah. But it turns out that in tournaments paintball, if I understand this rule correctly, if you are using an electronically assisted marker, 10.2 is the rule. That's right. Am I not mistaken? Am I correct?
10.2. Yep.
10.2. If you're using an electronically assisted marker, if you choose to handicap yourself and play speedball with a mechanical marker that, say, shoots 18 balls a second, what do? You win. You have yourself a Nova and you win.
I'm pulling up the rules right now.
Go for it. As far as I interpreted those rules, and please tell me I'm wrong, but if I'm not,
that's what that's what I want to dig up, because I'm trying to find that out.
Because in that case, that marker would be an absolute savage. Not to mention that they're efficient on air. I'm gonna put this thing is so I can't explain. You can't hear it on the radio. You can't see it on the radio, but like this thing is heavy and it's long. Like it's obscenely long. So one of the things with the Nova is that, and I learned this from TJ, is that after about 3 inches, you start getting drag. So if your bore sizing kit is longer than 3 inches, after that 3rd inch, it's just drag. You're not getting anything out of it. You just want it to. So since the Nova operates at such a low pressure, that extra 2-3 inches on that freak kit slows the ball down. You don't get that same efficiency. It doesn't have enough air to force it through the bore kit. You're reading. I can hear you. I can't see anything on the screen.
I'm sorry.
I can't see anything on the screen, but I know you're reading. So okay, sorry. Continue.
No, I'm just reading because I'm trying to find. So
I feel
as far as I can tell, the rules don't differentiate between mechanical and electronic. The rules states, and this is word for word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Markers shall fire no more than 1 paintball within 95 milliseconds or 10.5 balls per second period of time. Done. A player on the field of play whose marker fires 2 shots at 10.6 to 10.8 balls per second will be assessed a major penalty.
Oh, wow.
A player on the field or a player whose marker fires 2 shots at 10.9 to 12.4 balls per second will result in the match automatically going to the opposing team.
Wild.
Yeah. I don't think they differentiate between. Now, there might be. That is the NXL's 3, 5, 7, 10 classic and pump rules. I don't think they differentiate between mechanical, because I think
somebody out there will be able to tell me if I'm
sure
wrong.
Somebody can.
It'd
be great if somebody could.
I'm sure someone will. I'd love to be.
Here we go. Oh, I got it. Okay, hold on.
Hit me.
A marker with no electronic components shall not fire more than 1 shot per press and release of trigger. Shall only fire a shot when the trigger is pressed. Shall not increase or decrease the force required to pull or hold the trigger to or at any position without the use of tools, a reactive trigger, or pneumatic trigger assists. Guns with. It's funny that they immediately switched to the word. Guns with triggers that only activate a pneumatic switch in order to fire the gun are restricted to a trigger guard with an internal size no larger than 1.3 inches in height. So that makes sense.
Which is why in a lot of the Novas you can't double tap the triggers. They're not designed for that.
So this is the classic division. So in the standard 3, 5, 7, and 10, it doesn't matter. They don't differentiate. But in the classic division where there is mechanical, there is no speed limit. There is no balls per second limit.
All right. So
that I can tell.
I'm finding where my happy place is going to be clearly.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, that's it. I dug into that.
Today we learned. So now what else tonight? What's on the docket for tonight, Bradley? What have you got for us?
What's the spondered? Nova paintball. So spondered mainly. I don't know if that's supposed to. Is that like? Are we like the little cousin of sponsored? What's on the docket? We're going to talk.
We are definitely financed, or at least our tactical gear is financed a little bit by our friends over at Nova. They seem to love us very much.
If I can get that, Helen. Speaking of which, TJ, we're calling you on the weekend.
Oh yeah, we're definitely. Well, hopefully that, and we hope that everybody's safe and sound with the weather. But if y'all got power down there and you got phone lines, we're gonna call you and get some tech support, because I love hearing your voice. Not even because it always bears good news. It's one of those accents. It's like when Joe Vol talks to me. It's just so wonderful to hear. It's that it's pleasantness on the other end of that line.
Yeah, cell phones, baby. Yeah, if you got no power, call on the cell phone. We need a video call though because TJ, I want to get the Hellion working this weekend. That's my even though my season is pretty much over.
We got another event coming.
Oh yeah, hopefully I can make that one.
You should bring the Hellion, play with that.
Right, if I get the Hellion working. So we'll see how things go. It'd be great. It'd be nice. But yeah, speaking of which, we've got the what do we call it there? The what's the event that's coming up on October 15th?
Street Ball.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. The
Street Ball season finale.
Yeah. Season finale. So I'm excited to see that one. I'm excited to make it down. I've heard rumors that some folks from like up from Nova Scotia coming up, possibly PEI. That'd be fun.
The first night's going to be there. Sir Wobbles will be there.
Sir Wobbles. What's going on, Eli?
Hi, Eli. How are your balls? I'm very concerned for them now. I have actually become a little enamored with running a medic next year. Like, I cannot tell you, Brad, how much fun I had for that few minutes, because I was exhausted and I was dehydrated and I was messed up by the end of it. But running back and forth on the front line, shooting, we had Nightmare, we had Lead Farmer, we had all the boys, and I'm just running back and forth through fire, and I'm I'm giving everybody the wipes, and then off I go again. And I had so much fun. It gives me
good.
just a little bit of direction, but I don't need to worry too much. Just keep people alive, keep people in the fight. That I think that's what I'm going to be doing a little bit more of that next year.
Love it.
Yeah, like that. And it's the little chaos that I'm enjoying so much. So,
excuse me. Yeah. So that's coming up. I'm excited for that. I haven't been to a street ball since I think the first one.
Yeah, you keep missing them. It's been a rough season for you this year. We're gonna improve that next year.
Yeah, that's hopefully, fingers crossed. Next year, I keep saying this. Next year, next season.
Yeah, you sound like a Maple Leafs fan.
Right, I know.
Next season's our season. Yeah,
this is the season as I'm putting on clown makeup. It is what it is. Let us have our hope.
He's a Ferrari.
And then
who's that?
We just simply move on to cheering for whoever's not the Habs. As the way of a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. So Street Ball is going to be fantastic. Super pumped. I want to get everyone. I'd love to see everyone get out there. I want to see Street Ball be what Street Ball should be, and just be fun and healthy competition.
I suspect this is going to be like a return to form in Street Ball. This is going to be a lot of fun. From the looks of the gang that's going to be there, I think it's going to be a great, end of the year. Get everybody. Every time, like, the whole gang gets back together, we get the band back together at Moncton. It's always fun to see. So I think
I'm digging that. I love that.
We're going to see some that. There's one lad with a handlebar mustache that always shows up that looks like Tom Skerritt. He knows. He gets so mad at me when I call him that too, and I don't. I think it's funny now. To hell with it. But I'm looking forward to seeing those lads.
You know what? Eli's got a good point there in the comments. Street ball is the perfect time for anybody who's never played speedball. Show up, try speedball. Yes. The number of people in Moncton that we have converted over to enjoying speedball, not that they're no longer rec ball players or magfed players, but they gave it a shot. They finally just stepped into the speedball field and then went, oh, okay, now I get it. I understand. And it opened up a new avenue of paintball for them, because who was it? Sean, Baby Bear. He did not like speedball. He did not like speedballers. He was not a fan of them. And then he played speedball and then he loved it.
Same thing with Snake.
Same thing. Yeah.
Once he got his hands on his fancy Dan Lux and he started playing speedball, he got hooked like an addict. And that's
right. Yeah.
I mean, I did too. I was very apprehensive about going out and playing speedball with those guys. And then when I did, well, I mean, how do you not enjoy that?
Right. Once you realize it's not as chaotic as it looks, that you really only need to focus on your lane, your job, and maybe the guy in front of you's job. You know what I mean? Like if you're the guy up front, you only worry about your job. The guy behind you is supposed to worry about you and his. You know what I mean? So it's so much fun. It's not as chaotic as people think it is. It's not as intense. It sounds like you think when you watch it and you hear 10 markers going off at the same time and you're thinking, oh, that's too much paint. But then you realize that they're not all shooting at you. There's only one, maybe two shooting in your direction at any given time. So it's really not that intimidating once you're on the field and you realize, oh, okay, I'm not going to just get hammered all to hell with paintballs. I'm going to actually be able to move around a little bit. I can look around. I can think.
Fire truck.
Woo! In the ghetto. Those show up in my building twice today. Whoop, whoop.
In the ghetto, on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a baby's born in the ghetto. I'm sorry, I don't even live in the ghetto anymore. Like, I don't hear gunshots in my neighborhood. We have a caller.
We have a caller.
Who's calling?
I don't know. I didn't even have to ask them to call. They just called.
TJ.
Hello, you're on the air. And apparently I'm 12 because my voice just cracked. Oh, they hung up on us.
Piss off, whatever. Ghost. They'll call back. They know the 7. They know
unless that was a misdial and somebody's just like, oh my God. Like, can I call them back?
Do it.
I don't know how to do that on this phone.
Okay. Oh my God. Can we? I swear I'm going to start calling people. Next time I'm there, I'm calling people. That's it. It's over. I've already threatened to call.
Sorry, Rat hung up on me. So I think it was TJ. I hear that too. I can hear that through my headphones.
I'm going to guess that those are fireworks.
Yes, those are definitely fireworks.
I mean, if TJ can hear them, the American will definitely let us know if that's fireworks.
It was Amazon calling you about iPhone purchase. Absolutely. Oh my God, how fun would that be to get a scam call on the air? Oh, that'd be too much fun. Too much fun.
I want someone to call me about my extended car warranty.
Yeah. Daniel says he still feels the urge to pee before the start of every single point. Yeah, man, the nervous pees. Got to get those out.
Is that Dan Weber?
Yeah.
That's. I don't know why I guessed that was Dan Weber, but
all right, let's try this again.
I threatened to show up at Enemy this weekend if I could have. They needed a fourth person. They needed someone for street ball. I'm like, I'll show up.
You're on the air. What's your name?
Hey, it's Melissa Weber.
Hi,
Miss Weber.
Hey guys.
Hello.
I just wanted to call because there's this guy here with the trailer.
Oh my
Amazing.
God. Yeah, I'm sure. I wonder if he's ever going to rent to us again if we call. I don't know if Mr.
Oh God, I hope so.
I wish you guys were pulling in this weekend.
Whoever's calling, I will answer the phone. I swear to God.
Yeah,
but we will get there. Sorry.
You saw I was joking with Dan that they needed somebody, and I sent him a message going, "Listen, get me a flight or get me someone crazy enough to drive me down for Saturday, and I'll cut work tomorrow. I'll figure it out."
Oh my God, I would die if you came. Well, I'll let you guys get to other callers. I just wanted to call and say hi.
We love you.
Hi.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Amazing. Love her. She's fantastic. Enemy. We're actually going to talk a little about Enemy a little later once we get going because the main topic of the show, what we're going to get into about this maybe closer to the second half of the show, is the idea. We're going to expand on our whole what makes a good field episode from last week. We're going to expand into that and talk about the community because a lot of people said, "Oh, it's the people, it's the community, it's the people, it's the community."
Okay.
So how do you build that community? How do you do that? How do you get a group of people to show up on a regular basis? Let's spitball ideas. Let's talk about stuff you can do.
You just had the right person on the phone.
No, absolutely.
I stand by it. Still, like we were saying the other day, it comes down to the dedication, the emotional investment in a field. Hello. it's ringing. We're ringing off the hook tonight. This is awesome.
We really are. Oh my god!
Never in the history of Paintball podcasts have there been this many phone calls. Oh man, Creep Show. Hey, buddy.
Hi, you're on the air. Who's this?
It's Eli.
It's Eli. Somebody else is trying to get through too, and I think Eli, you got ahead of them. That's fantastic. So Eli, what's happening, man?
Awesome. Actually, it dropped the first call, so I don't know. Somebody else is trying to call through too. Awesome. Love that your radio show is getting callers.
I love that we have too many callers and the system's crashing. Let's keep it going, folks.
Perfect.
Yeah, love it.
Right,
love it.
We're talking about building the community, right?
We are now.
Awesome.
Eventually, we get to that topic.
You're good. Find those key guys in your community that are willing to put in the work and build it up.
Yeah.
Support those guys.
For sure.
That's all it is. Find those guys that want to do it.
Look for those guys that have everybody's got it's Nova trying to get through. We hung up on
Piss off, Yankee.
It's you gotta growing up, there was always that one friend in the group that called all the other friends. You know what I mean? Did anyone have that, or was that just like my friend group?
No. There's always one person that's got the rallying cry.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, you were probably that friend. So, where it was like they would call up a couple of people and be like, "Hey, we should go hang out," and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool, let's go hang out." And then they would have the idea of, "Hey, let's go get so and so," and like they would just kind of build the group as you go along. That was like in high school. That was our buddy Josh. Our buddy Josh was always the one who would be like, "Yo, come hang out," and then we get to his place, and then he'd be like, "Yo, we should go get Nick and Eric. Let's go get them." So we go get Nick and Eric. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. So for me, there's always that one guy that's at the field. He's like, so I brought the barbecue, and I'm just gonna like tailgate in the parking lot and cook some hot dogs, and I just dragged out all my friends to go play.
Yeah,
it's like great. I love that guy.
Or like be that person. You know what? I think every paintballer's had that, where it's like where you're at work and people are like, "Oh, the paintball, that sounds fun. We should all go as a work group." And everyone's like, "Ah, that's funny. Yeah, we should do it." Be that person. Be like, yeah, let's book it right now. I'll call the field.
Absolutely.
I keep trying that. My coworkers are not going to get on a field with me.
Mine said when I was at Walmart, or at Staples, mine were like, "I'd go paintballing with you." I'm like, "Sweet." They're like, "You can't use your gear." I'm like, "That ain't going to change a damn thing."
No, I'm still terrible. I'm still a terrible paintballer.
I flat out volunteer to I'll volunteer to go play with my coworkers, and I'll give them my gear.
Yeah.
And I'll play with the rental. I don't care.
That's another thing too. If you bring in a friend to the paintball field, if you invite a friend out, lend them your gear and take the rental. Don't give them the rental, because you're going to put on that shitty mask. Sorry, I'm not supposed to curse. Sorry. You're going to put on that garbage mask, and it's going to fog up, but you know how to deal with that, right? You've dealt with it before. You can handle it. You can handle the low quality marker. Let them go in with the AAA gear,
Yep.
Yeah. And let them have a ton of fun, right? Because like a Die I4, I5 is going to be infinitely better first time experience than a whatever it is that Vulcan makes.
So there's two big things I try to do for the community.
Let's hear it.
If I have a weekend off where I don't have any paintball planned, I'll go to my local field and just set up with the gear bag and hand it out to renters.
Ooh,
let them have at it.
Spicy.
Because my local field is very much a mag-fed scenario field. We don't really have speedball in the house, but it's 10 minutes from my door. So I go up there for an hour because it's 10 minutes away.
Nice.
Yeah, and just chill with the boys.
The other one, I do it for Corey and for CPS for the league that my team plays down in Ottawa.
Yeah.
And I'll go hit Costco on my way into town because I'm driving 2 hours. I'm going to Costco anyways. So I cut up a pile of oranges that cost me like $10.
Yep.
And I walk through the pits and I offer them to all the teams.
Oh, you're the soccer dad.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they call me.
Yeah. Orange wedges.
Mel.
Get your orange. You're Mel. Yeah. You're
Mel.
You're Mel. Your mom.
You're our mom. You
Soccer
take care
dad.
of us. Make sure that you be our daddy. We appreciate it.
We did that at D-Day. Remember, we get there and the Grumpies are like, "We're going to take care of everything." We're like, "Cool." And then we ran to Walmart and immediately called the Grumpies. We're like, "What do we need?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Nothing." I'm like, "Shut up. What do we need?" It's like water and mojito mix. I'm like, "I got you."
And it's the same thing. Like when I went down to Wasaga big game, I didn't care how hard I went because I know that I can go until I can't go no more. And there's great players down there that have built a great community, namely Animal Pack and Beach Boys and Cody Harris' team. And I know no matter what, like if I go down with heat stroke, which I did, I'm going to have someone there that's going to take care of me.
For sure. Right?
Yeah.
And I can play as hard as I want.
Yes.
Yeah, they definitely gave that vibe when we were there that that place will take care of you. Didn't matter who you were. It was like being in a giant mosh pit. If somebody goes down, you pick them up, and that's what I saw a lot. And I saw a lot of people go down. I almost went down like maybe 10 minutes after you did, Eli. I had to stumble out of there because I was in bad shape. And someone's like, "You need to go sit down." I'm like, "Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think you're right." And I just ambled back to the tent because I was a mess. So I mean, that's a great thing. Having a field mom or dad is sexy. Thanks for calling, Eli. It's nice to hear from you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip off and let somebody else jump in because I know you had multiple callers. So
I think TJ's been trying to call in for 10 minutes. All right, man. Thanks for calling in. We'll chat later.
Toodles.
All right. Bye, guys.
Awesome. All right, Jared, if you want to call in, try now. And if somebody else wants to beat Jared, why do I keep calling him Jared? TJ.
I don't know.
Why do I keep calling him Jared?
I don't
TJ,
know. But
if
that's
you
not
want
a
to
nice
call
thing
in, do now. And if somebody else wants to beat TJ to the punch, do that now. You know what's something I would love to see more fields implement, and I think Moncton's got it going right now, and I think they're just kind of expanding on it and they're making things happen. And this is something that I actually picked up from the local gym, is set it up so that people want to go, even if they're not playing, even if they're not doing anything. Make it a cool place to just go chill. Like if it's like I got a Saturday off, but I blew up my back, I'm still going to go to the field and just hang out. Or I'm too broke to play, I'm still going hang out.
That's the grumpy shack. That's what I want to have.
Right.
That's why I want to have our shack out there, because then you know what, I can go out there and I can drag the barbecue and the hot dogs and sit out there with everybody, because the community is what makes it so much fun. That's what everybody's saying is, you know, it's the community that makes it work.
Yeah. So build a community and try and do stuff like I know this is kind of a reach, but I would love to see it get to this point. And I don't know how we get there, but you know, you kind of got to pick the destination to figure out the journey. Organize and maybe do this as a team or something. Anyways, organize doing stuff outside of the paintball field as well. Even if it's just once a month or something. So there's a group that I'm a part of. It's the called the Atlantic Cybersecurity Collective. Yes, the name is as nerdy as it can possibly be.
You should meet these guys. They are
they range everywhere from Mr. Robot level of socially inept but charming to full on Neo, like hacking the Matrix. Like,
one of the lads that teaches it at NDCC plays at Moncton. And I was chatting with him the other day. Yeah.
Which one?
I forgot it, man. I can't think of his name. I did see Scott today, though.
Oh, cool.
Because I was driving up by the hospital and I just saw the little paintball dude on the back of the car. So I opened my window and started yelling at him at 7:45 in the morning that I saw him wipe on that third point and that he's a cheating son of a gun. And I'm hollering at him. And Simon's in the back seat killing himself laughing.
That's
Papa,
amazing.
why are you yelling at that guy? I said, he plays paintball. Look, and he goes, oh, he's got the little bonhomme. I'm like, yep. So we can yell at him. The little petit bonhomme paintball.
That's my favorite French word. The little bonhomme. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a bonhomme.
Good guy. Bonhomme, good guy.
Oh, well, and it's little bonhomme. Everything is a little bonhomme.
Inept,
when I was in Atholville, that was one thing I quickly learned, was that if I didn't know the name of it, I just go the little bonhomme.
Andrew. Wonderful. Yes. My
Hello, you're on the air. What's your name?
Are you going to hang up on me again?
I am, if you keep that attitude up.
No, you won't. You be nice to him. Somebody owes an over the pants old fashioned, and it ain't me. So it is me, but I'm not.
What's going on?
Just waiting on this hurricane to get on with it.
Just get it over with.
Yeah, just roll on through. Let's just get it over with.
Are you in like a tornado risk area, or you're just like hurricane flooding risk area?
We are in a tornado risk area. And we're actually on the bad side of where it's coming through right now. So it's been raining here for 2 days now, and the bad weather's not supposed to be here till about midnight.
So it's like Twister. Like the cow. The cloud. I shouldn't be joking about it, but the cow's going to go flying by there in a little bit. Like,
look, they're expecting. We're 5 hours from the coast, and they're expecting between 45 and 75 mile an hour winds. So we'll see what happens.
That's some serious windage there, bud.
Yeah, that's intense.
That's 75 miles an hour winds. Like that's how that's the speed I like to drive on the highway. Like that's a little quick.
I went out and dug out the generators and filled up the gas can. So
absolutely, man, absolutely. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I was listening to what y'all said. One of my favorite things to do at mainly the events that we go to, I bring a box of dreadnoughts with us, kind of like the one that I sent to King. And if I see somebody walking by that you can just tell just getting murdered out there, I'm like, dude, go play with this for a while.
Nice.
Yeah, it helps on sales too, but I mean, it lets somebody have a good experience. And we always try to make sure at the end of the big events that we go to, we always find a kid or two, and they normally get one of the agitated hoppers and an ode, just to get them into the game. You know,
that's awesome. I love that. That's great. I love that you have the what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
The
forethought?
No, you have the ability to do it. Like you have the hardware to do it. Like you're in a position to actually just be like, here, borrow this dreadnought, go have some fun. Honestly, and if you want one, come see me.
That's what
if you don't, bring it back and have at it.
Yeah.
If you don't bring it back, I will find you.
If you like it, tell 2 friends. If you don't like it, come back and tell me.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you take something from them, right? Like, yeah, give me your license, give me whatever, right? Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what the Odin has become. Like that's the one. If I want someone to try it, I'm like, here, shoot this. Come back and tell me how much you love it.
Odin is kind of a no-brainer. If someone's gonna go play him, just take this and go shoot me.
Go take this and point the pointy end at somebody and have fun. Come back when you need more paint.
Yeah,
that's what it's for.
A lot of people still have to remember, even the guys that are in my spot and everything, that the sport's not what it was 10 years ago. And if we want it back, we got to get the kids and the teenagers out from behind the Xboxes and actually on the field having a good time.
Especially, we got to get the teenagers and the 20-year-olds, right? Like that's really what we need. I'm always a big advocate for, like, we need the 16, 17-year-olds and up, because they've probably got part-time jobs but still live at home.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they can borrow mom's car, you know, like
I tell people all the time at these events. I mean, I've seen the same people for 20 years playing. And I'm like, I'm kind of tired of shooting you. I want some new targets.
I want some fresh. I want fresh targets. Yes,
yep.
I'm a target for a lot of people, but sometimes they probably get tired of shooting my ass too.
Yeah,
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, I get tired of shooting at you. But
really, you've barely shot this year.
I know. I haven't shot anything this year.
And ridiculous. It's sad. I probably go to more events than anyone else that y'all know, and I never get to play.
That's just torture, man. That is. I'm not allowed to say crude jokes.
But that was Commando Dave this year, dude.
I've still got 4 events left to go to this year, and I think I've been to 13 so far this year.
Damn, dude.
I mean, major events, nothing short of between 350 and 5,000 people.
Love that.
Good.
Love that.
And I'm finally going to get to shoot some people at Full the Gap. I am so excited.
I still dream about the fact that I almost had the chance to I had the chance to go to Full the Gap, and then
we had it
on me.
Yeah, well, we had a chance. We have a chance to go still, so we just need to get passports and money. I know a guy.
Well,
He's very nice and wants us to go down there.
Y'all make it down to either Full the Gap or up to Ion, and I'll come to Wasaga Beach. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still there. I'm just
my eyebrows just about touched my ceiling, so I'm like, wow.
I
want to put I want to put TJ and Dave together, and I want to see what would happen.
No, that's how you can't have that much energy in a room, dude. That's like Hulk Hogan, Macho.
Yeah, that's
Randy
superpowers.
Dude,
that's
hands.
Superpowers Unite. That's I'm he was a riot at Wasaga, so I could just imagine TJ getting all that energy and just going out there would be dynamite.
My favorite thing about playing events, and when I do get to play, I have never played an event that before that event was over, there wasn't a bounty on my head ever.
I like that.
I want to go play with TJ. This is going to be a ball.
Man. You've got it. You've got the ability to go down to Full the Gap. You're way in a better spot to do that than I am. Which I am jealous of. But
I am not one of them. I know there's other people on here that want to be able to talk. I see Bond Chick in there, so I know she's itching to talk. So
well, then Bond Chick needs to call because the phone's not ringing.
I don't hear.
No, I know. Ringing.
So
don't challenge her. She'll do it.
But that definitely, guys. If y'all are, just call me this weekend, and I'll try and help you, King, put the gun back together that Brad broke. So.
I genuinely hope we take that apart and you go, oh yeah, look, there's a part in there that Brad didn't break. Like, I'm going to be so vindicated.
So I was going to say,
I think I'm pretty sure I know what it is already. So I'm just looking forward to it. I think it's one O-ring.
I swear to God, if it's one O-ring,
I think it's one O-ring.
Then we got to message that guy on Facebook and we got to tell him how to fix his.
Because I found a guy on Facebook selling a Hellion, same one, orange Hellion, everything, because he's having the same issue as I am.
Which I never understood because I never had an issue with it.
What's funny to me is the people that's down here, we have a lifetime warranty. All I got to do is mail it to me. It's going to cost you shipping both ways, and I'll send it back fixed. When all the upgrades put in it.
I came home and there was a dreadnought on my doorstep.
I mean, you guys have a different situation because customs is crazy.
Yeah, customs will snag that thing in a heartbeat.
I mean, I don't even want to know what it cost King to actually get that dreadnought today.
$0. How'd you get it through customs? Customs didn't catch it, did they?
It showed up at my door.
Yeah, that happens. Every once in a while, customs just won't take it. They won't even look at it. But other times, they'll...
Well, I tried something new today, too.
When
I marked it gift.
Ooh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what you did. Yeah, because it came right to my door. I got home and it was sitting on my step. And I went, oh, that's... Huh.
Well, it's a good thing a junkie didn't take it.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, whenever I sent Wolf his rocket launcher that he's been pimping lately, they wanted $240 to let him have it.
Wolf could afford it.
And no, he sent it back, and it cost me $130 to get it back.
Oh, what?
He sent it back. Yeah. I don't blame him.
Like, sorry, rat. I ended up having to ship it again out to Oregon and have my LXG team give it to him there.
Wow.
Oh, God,
I'm a triple for that.
Cheap rascal.
I'm a triple for that.
Yeah. Yeah, a rascal. He's calling him a rascal. Like that.
I'm gonna get like a sticker or something made. It'll just say like I don't know, $240 on it or something, just a random thing, and just send it to him. He'll know. So cool, man. Right, we're gonna chat this weekend though. All right, man.
Definitely. Call me. As long as my house hadn't blown away, I'll be here.
All right,
Well,
awesome, man. We'll chat later.
All right, buddy.
Cheers now.
Later, guys.
Man, what a wild guy. There was something in the comments here that I wanted to point out. Okay, remember how like I always preach about the whole idea of like paintball fields need to stop advertising paintball as boring. Like stop with the coveralls and the rental markers in all your marketing materials.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Bro, he's like, we had a 13-year-old's birthday party show up at walk-ons this Sunday. Our youngest player, who just happened to play at EPL the weekend prior, got them so hyped up and showed them what they could do if they got into the sport. None of them expected to see someone their age dressed to the nines with speedball gear and got super excited. I think we might see some of them come back again.
Beautiful.
That's the trick, man. That's the trick. Make it look cool. Make paintball cool. Right? Stop with the coveralls. Yes, they're a necessity. Yes, they're great for business, but stop using them in the marketing material. Right? Like that's just the way it is.
That's what's grinding your gears right now.
Yeah.
I like it.
Toyota doesn't advertise the Prius. They sell one, but they don't advertise it. So advertise the cool stuff. That's what I'm saying. Community though, building the community. I want to see more fields, and this is something on the players too, where it's just like try and build that camaraderie. Try to build that community of people who want to help out, who want to do stuff that, they don't need to be financially invested, but they should try to find a way to make them emotionally invested. Make a paintball field somewhere I can hang out. I want to go and just chill.
That's the biggest thing we've been saying this year is the emotional investment is what is going to make this all flow, right? Like,
yeah,
the Grumpies, Enemy, the gang has to all show up and want to be there. And again, life happens. Life gets in the way. We've all got family. A lot of us have families and kids and shit. So, that really that does cut into the time. It doesn't matter how you slice it.
So what is that comment? Polar Nights. I love Brad. He gives me the happy moments of being in Afghanistan and seeing the local tea seller in shades and a big beard. I'm not sure how to take that, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment.
Big shades. And Creep Show was saying we had Blues Brothers vibes, which I mean,
ooh, you know what? You and I can do a killer Blues Brothers Halloween costume.
Yeah, we're gonna end up going to jail because I am not Dan Aykroyd in this gang.
I'm too short to be Dan Aykroyd.
And far too sober. Creep Show absolutely cracks me up. He is the guy who figured it out. The gimmick, I love the mask gimmick. It's probably one of my favorite things that I see the guy do because it just.
You see there, Nova says when he drops the new MagFed gear next year, you guys got to come down and meet me because I promise that's not going to make it through customs. Here's what we do, Nova. You're going to ship it to me piece by piece.
One piece at a time, and it won't cost me a dime. You'll know it's a Nova when it comes through customs. Just don't send Tom to Pearson with it. That's all.
I'll put it together piece by piece.
I look like apparently I look like Creep Show. My God, I didn't know that man was that.
I don't know what Creep Show looks like. All I ever seen is the green mask.
I hope that he looks as handsome as I do under that mask.
I just assumed he looked like DJ Blattman.
Russian Village Boys.
I'm listening to that on the way home.
I had that cranked at work the other day because the boys at the office describe my playlist as schizophrenic. You've heard it.
Oh, God, yeah.
You've heard that playlist. The jukebox plays relentlessly. And when the DJ Blattman started playing, they're like, what in the hell is going on? It was ABBA and anime themes, and then Russian.
Hey man, I don't know what it is about anime like themes of the show. The show could be the most boring, mundane slice of life thing, but that theme song, will go hard.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
Right. The that just makes me want to rewatch Helsing now because that's just such a killer.
I've been craving Full Metal Alchemist.
You know what? I've always meant to get into it.
10 out. Oh, dude, absolutely. Yeah, I watched that with my buddy Dr. B, and that was
I think it's on Netflix.
I don't know, but watch Brother. If you're gonna do it, watch Brotherhood. Welcome to the Maritime Anime Paintball Podcast.
Whatever, fight me. No,
I have. Listen, I've got plenty of friends who are weebs, and I've put my time in, so I enjoy it.
Yeah, we've got a friend who's a weeb who's also 6.5 feet tall, muscular black man.
Yeah, he was. Well, there's also. I don't think Wolf's 6.5 feet tall, but the man has definitely got a bit of.
I don't know, man. I'm 5.5 feet tall. Everyone is 6.5 feet tall to me. I have to look up at everyone.
Fair enough.
Trigun is where it's at. Okay, we'll have to check out Trigun. All right,
cool. The Stampede is the man.
This ties in. Set up some watch parties, man. Set up some paintball watch parties.
We were talking about that for
we gotta figure out how to make that happen. Well, that's it. We want to do a watch party for World Cup, so we got to figure out how to make that happen. Right? Is there a bar that would let us do a takeover?
I mean,
of at least one screen. Like, if I tip the waitress at Dooley's enough, would she let me like plug in a laptop?
Oh, that's a good call right there. Space Battleship Yamamoto. Oh my God, look at TJ. And I know a place where we can have a watch party. I have a place.
Yeah.
It's creepy. It's got a vibe. It's awesome. It's dank. It's perfect. And we can smoke and drink.
Okay. So that's going to be a thing. We're going to talk about that after the show. We're going to make that happen. Actually,
I tried to go TJ. I really did, but I couldn't justify taking that many days off to go to World Cup.
Andrew, are there bars in the Maritimes? Buddy?
There are, but the best places to drink in the Maritimes are over there.
Your kitchen. Yep.
Hundo
you don't even have to drink. Kitchen parties. Man, paintball kitchen parties. Oh.
Some espresso.
Can we? I have a dream, a pipe dream. I want to build a mock kitchen at Moncton, off the field in the staging area. I want to be able to have kitchen parties on the weekends.
Anyone in the lobby playing MagFed Tactical Frontline 2024?
I have no idea what that is.
But
MagFed Tactical Frontlines 2024. That sounds like a video game. You know what I mean? Like that title sounds like a video game.
I mean, anyone in the lobby, it very well might be. And if it is, you're going to send me a link.
I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
No,
but you got to let us know. You got to let us know when those teams are playing because I want to know. It's something happening at EMR. So
EMI. Wait,
no, EMR, the paintball field with the big castle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So like watch parties with the community. Get the gang together. Like you don't have to be on a team to get together and just nerd out over paintball stuff. You know,
it is true. You don't just be hanging out and talking about paintball and just sitting around shooting a breeze is one thing. We don't need to all be on teams to enjoy the World Cup.
No, exactly.
There's going to be some good ball that weekend. There's going to be some really cool people there that I'm going to be yelling and chirping and probably sending dirty text messages to. You know, whatever you are.
I mean, yeah, whatever works, right? Like a watch party would be fantastic. Justin Dory, World Cup watch party at my place for anyone in the Valley that wants to come there, right? Like set it up.
Maritime up. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Dory's throwing a party. So get yourselves out to Dory's place for World Cup.
The party at Dory's. Let's go.
Oh my God. You imagine Enemy. The watch party out at Enemy would be something else. The C1D guys would be a hell of a gang.
Right. The Grumpies.
That's just devastating. That's just That'd be a whole gang of people that I think you'd have to shut a field down. There'd be too many problems. Get a keg.
Yeah,
Just get a keg.
you'd have to have it at like at a offsite location.
I demand that you at least expose yourself in some way, shape, or form on camera, Dan, for me.
Terrible.
Let me know.
Terrible. So we're about 8 minutes out, folks. So if you want to call in and chirp myself or the king here, or if you just have an opinion on how to help build the community, let us know.
I do like your idea of building a kitchen set.
Just okay. What I'm thinking is a platform, 2 walls, right? So just 2 back walls, and just like Nan's kitchen. Nothing nice. Just old Nan's kitchen.
Fine. Little mobile. You just put it on a little trailer and have it tow it.
Right. Just have kitchen parties. Absolutely. It has a fridge that doesn't work, but you can store stuff in it. It's got, you know what I mean? Put a sink, and the sink you just fill with ice when you get there. That kind of stuff. You know, just simple stuff. It'd be fun.
Well, you need an old kitchen table that's got cigarette burns in it and
the flower pattern on top, and it's got the metal going around the edge.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep. If we really want, now you could expand that and go like cabin kitchen party. You could incorporate a couch, because everybody growing up, you know what I mean. Everyone always had those like 1-room cabins where like the kitchen was the living room, right? So you got to get the old you got to get grandma's Chesterfield.
A landline.
Yep.
Well, there'd be very little contact with the outside world at this kind of a place. So yes.
Oh, it's not connected to nothing. It's just there.
It's just the wire hanging down. Oh man.
Yeah. So build the community, build some fun stuff, and get together and encourage. And even like winter's coming, right? So brace yourself, winter's coming, because that joke's not old.
There'll be no home reno podcasts here, bud. I don't do home renos.
I am getting tired of doing them.
I am the least home reno-y type on the planet.
The winter's coming, so why not get everybody who's at the field, anybody who games, get them together, stay in contact over the winter, right? Game.
That's absolutely necessary. We're going to be getting the Discord for exactly that this winter.
Yeah, I discovered Peak Gaming today.
Oh.
I found out that I can get a mod for Helldivers 2.
Oh.
It turns your character into a space marine.
Okay. All right.
Right.
All right. I accept your choice. This was well done.
Peak Gaming right there. Peak Gaming.
I got to go get a hard drive plug so I can fire up. I got another solid state so I can play me some more Starfield.
Nice. Nova wants to play. Yeah, man, hit us up. Shoot, PM us like private message, man. What's your gamer tags or your usernames and what platforms you on? Because you're on Tom's on PlayStation and PC. I'm on Xbox and PC.
I'm on Switch too.
Oh, and Switch.
I mean, there might be some people out there who want to play some Mario Kart with me. I love
Mario Kart, man.
I will destroy you and call you unspeakable names. All
right, that's it. The podcast is going to host weekly, monthly gaming tournaments of just games, just dumb games, whatever we can get our hands on. Okay, cool. He's on PC. That's fine. Tom and I are both on PC. Let's rock and roll. Let's go.
Yep.
Battlefield has cross-platform. Battlefield. Oh, how great would it be to get a full team of paintballers playing Battlefield? We would lose every game, but it would be so much fun.
It would really be fun.
Yeah. So
there's I don't think they make competitive Tetris teams.
Not teams, no, but there is competitive Tetris.
I've seen it. It's wild.
Star Citizen, I tried, man. I tried Star Citizen. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get into it. Tried, couldn't do it.
Scam Citizen. It's like no man buy.
BF1 or nothing? No, bro. BF4 or nothing. Fight me. Yeah, no.
Cool. Trying. They're trying. They're trying.
So let's do that. Let's find ways to hang out with obviously with the people you like. Don't force yourself just because they're a paintballer, you got to hang out with them. There's a lot of paintballers I don't like, so I don't talk to them.
I thought it was just because you were a dick.
I mean, there's that too, but there's
just a lot bombshell.
But yeah, Tyler's like, I'd jump on that. Let's do that.
Jump on it. Jump on it.
Okay, cool. So we need to coordinate this. Obviously, we've got the podcast Discord. We can make this happen. I don't know I've never played Ark. I've always meant to try it. I think it's free to play now. So
Ark's pretty cool.
There's really no reason for me not to try it. Winter is coming. Going to need stuff to do.
Yep. And
eventually my body will let me stay awake past 10 p.m.
No, it won't. You're a parent now, dude. No, it won't.
Now I know my body's just like, child is asleep. You now need to go to sleep.
Yeah,
I don't want it. It's like, too bad you're sleeping.
Yeah, you're going to come visit this weekend. You're going to be asleep by like 9 o'clock because nobody here is going to want anything from you. And you're just going to pass out and I'm going to leave you for dead.
I don't know if I'd be able to, man. My anxiety will spike because there is nothing happening. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the absence of danger causes anxiety.
Well, as a matter of fact, one of our fantastic sponsors has sent me something that will help you with that.
Fantastic.
Oh yes. But we'll talk about that off the air.
Yeah. But yeah, that's definitely something we're going to do. We're going to organize some games, some gaming nights, maybe once a week, like not try to get everybody online, but just be like, yo, every Saturday night during the winter.
Oh, I'm just going to put a message on the Discord saying I'm jumping on, and anybody hop in the Discord. Like I'll ping Cameron.
Yeah, that works. So, okay, folks, it's been an absolute blast for everyone who's been hanging out in the socials here, chit-chatting and commenting and liking and all that jazz. I truly appreciate it. Sorry, 1 second.
We regret to inform you that the Maritime Paintball Podcast will no longer be on the air.
No, this is fine. I was just making the system like glitched out, and I was like, "Oh no, did I break it?" But I didn't. Everything's fine. So, Evan, thanks for hanging out with us. And for those of you listening to the radio on 97.9 FM CHSR, come hang out with us. Come find us on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Twitch, and also the Discord. But the Discord, you kind of got to go to the socials to get the Discord link. But come hang out with us. Come see us. If you're ever interested in paintball, we will help you. We will guide you. If you already play paintball, then awesome. We probably know who you are because it's the Maritimes and there's like 8 of us. So it's been a blast, folks. Thank you so much. But until next week, cheers.
Toodles.